Good evening, people of the internet. And, well, we got a long video ahead of us, so I'm not going to do the intro. And first of all, I want to thank all of you that subscribed within the first week. 11 subscribers. I really didn't expect that. I thought it would be a lot less. But yeah, thank you all that are currently enjoying my content and giving me advice on how to improve it. And today, I am taking some of your advice. Because today, we're doing a very special episode. As you no doubt have guessed by the title, Find Maddie Griffin. It's alright, we're going back to basics. Found footage, missing persons, supernatural, cryptids. It's got the whole 9 yards, and I'm excited to dive into it, aren't you? As always, I highly suggest you go and check it out yourself. So I'll just sit back and relax. Alright, you're back. Alright, so we all know what's gonna happen. I just want to go back to one moment in particular. So, let's get back to the moment that changed everything.
This is goodbye. And I'm sorry. Maddie?
So, what did I just show you? Friends, as you no doubt have guessed, that was Maddie Griffin. Well, not actually, but most likely a creature possessing the body of Maddie Griffin. Let's back up for a minute. So, Maddie Griffin is missing. I mean, that's kind of obvious from the title, Find Maddie Griffin. Of course, Maddie Griffin is missing. So, her friend and lover, even though lover isn't explicitly stated, but I can take a hint, Allie goes off to try and find her. Along the way, Allie gets involved in a cult of witches or a coven. Either way, either word works. Meets a witch named Astra, from which Maddie stole a book of demons, or a grimoire. I believe it's called the Grimoire of Shadows, which has some very interesting stuff about cryptids, which I will be showing you some pictures later in this video. But yeah, Allie then goes and makes a deal to try and help her. We encounter the Maddie Griffin monster one more time. He spares Allie's life. Yeah. So, what are my thoughts on this? What is the creature of Maddie Griffin? To that I say, good question. So, let's try and find out what it is by finding out what it isn't. So, let's take a look at our beast. Alright, a few things that we should note. Let's see. Clawed forelimbs, deer-like skull, no eyes, or at least sunken eyes, very muscular, hunched over, and it appears to be walking on 2 limbs. And also from the clip I have shown you, it also appears to be capable of some form of shape-shifting, if Maddie is believed to be the beast, which I believe he is. Alright, suspect 1, Wendigo. Physically, it's quite similar. Again, tall, deer skull, eats people, clawed appendages, but there are a few differences. One, it's debatable whether they actually have a deer skull for a face or a head, because depictions vary. And another thing, they are not muscular. They are very often portrayed as very thin because of what they kind of represent, and there have been no mentions that I can find of them shape-shifting into people that they have eaten. So, with that out of the way, I can confirm that it is probably not a Wendigo. Suspect 2, werewolf. Again, probably not it. It has the right build for it, but not the right headspace. And again, no mention of werewolves transforming into the people that they have eaten. So, while it is a close match, I can also safely say that it is not a werewolf. Suspect 3, black shuck. Personally, I don't think it's this. Again, the body type isn't right, and again, it also states that from my research, they don't normally tend to eat their victims. Well, this creature most likely does. I can safely say that this creature is not a black shuck. Suspect 4, the goat man. Again, for one, body type is like pretty close, but as always, there are a few problems. One, this is from Maryland, and FindMaddieGriffin takes place in Michigan, so it's not the right area. And it also has stated to have an axe in some places that I have read, and I'm pretty sure the creature doesn't have an axe. So, also, the creature is stated to have antlers instead of horns like the goat man. While it's close, I can probably say that the beast is not a goat man. Suspect 5, the Beast of Bray Road. Again, kind of just the same concerns with the werewolf. It's got the right build, but again, the head shape is all wrong. Same with the werewolf, I can confidently say that the FindMaddieGriffin monster is not the Beast of Bray Road. Suspect 6, the Aswang. Again, physical descriptions don't seem to match, but the shape-shifting power might be a clue. While the shape-shifting powers definitely lead, the physical characteristics differentiated enough from the FindMaddieGriffin monster to differentiate them. So I can say that with confidence, the Aswang is not the monster. Suspect 7, the Leshy. As you can see from the notes, very similar looking, but no clothes and no weapon. You know, we're hitting a lot of dead ends with these, but unfortunately, this is another dead end. the Leshy is probably not the monster. Suspect 8, the Missouri monster. Again, from the notes that I'm seeing, it's probably big enough and smells about the same. But again, it just doesn't really match the description. The head's all wrong. And from the drawing, it didn't really look like there was that much fur on it. So, with that, I can say it is not the Missouri monster. Suspect 9, the ham rammer. I butchered that severely. So, these are interesting. Because so far, they're the only creature here that has the ability to shapeshift into the people it has killed and devoured. Which I am also assuming that this creature can do as well because, we found FindMaddieGriffin. Well, let's keep this one on the table. Suspect 9, the Skinwalker. Again, this one is interesting. Much like the hammer, it also possesses shape-changing abilities, particularly ones that look like animals, or just very strange animals anyways. But I don't know. Maybe I just think that there are better solutions for this problem out there than Skinwalker. And another thing that said in the notes, Astro said that the beast didn't look like a strange animal, it just looked like a monster. So, probably not the Skinwalker. So, to wrap up our findings, nothing. We have no clear match for this thing. Now what? Well, as you can probably guess, I've got a few theories. So, we got nothing. But I do have a few theories. Theory 1. The beast is a combination of many things. I know, very original. Of course the beast is just something completely made up. Something we've never seen before. Many web series have done that. I know. Which is why I think that this is most likely what it is. A combination of the traits of the Hammerar. I'm still butchering that. I am so sorry. And the Wendigo, or at least the modern interpretation of it. And I, for one, think that this is the most obvious and the most, likely. Theory 2. The beast is a Hammerar, and the form that Astra showed us was merely after it had eaten a deer. Because if you watch the whole series like I told you to, you would have heard that there was a lot of deer bones and skeletons all around the area. Thus, implying that the beast had been feeding off of deer, which could explain why it looks like a Wendigo if it had been constantly eating a deer, because it was taking on the traits of one. as of right now, we still do not have any confirmation on what this beast is or how to kill it. So, now that we've covered that, let's talk about the series itself. I love FindMaddieGriffin. It's got every old found footage trope like ever. Supernatural monsters, witchcraft, missing people, handheld cameras. It's giving me vibes like Marble Hornets and Tribe 12, Everyman Hybrid. Except instead of Slender Man, we've got the Maddie Griffin monster, whatever it is. And I just am really enjoying the series. The acting is really well done. The set pieces, the special effects are pretty good. I mean, the effects aren't really anything to write home about, but then again, you're not really watching for the effects. And the scares are legitimately earned, in my opinion. It's a shame more people don't know about this. It is truly a shame that this web series is still continuing to not get the recognition it deserves. So, thank you all for watching, and thank you to all of you that have subscribed within the first weekish. This has been Internet's Unknown Mysteries, and we'll see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments.
Hey guys, so yeah, what did you think of the new format? It's probably not going to be used for every video, but I'll bring it out for the special occasions. So just tell me what you think in the comments, and we'll see you all soon. I have some idea of what I want to cover next time. Probably, yeah, let's do that. Sometime soon, we'll be covering what I consider the best horror anthology podcast style thing that I consider to be pretty much like better than Night Vale. Maybe not that extreme. As good as Night Vale, then. Yeah, I'd say that's about right. Anyways, I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll see you then. Goodbye.